Thank you very much. Please open up your program to the center and take a look on the right-hand side. We would like to have our sponsors stand up and be recognized. These are folks that have been working with us in the district, and most of them supported a table sponsor for today, but there were some that also went beyond that and in supporting our district. So from AXA Advisor, Derek Gacimazzi and Evan Press, please stand up. And they're working with your partner as well. BLT Enterprise, Bernie Huberman. I don't think Bernie's here, but he's made a commitment for $25,000 to our Link Learning Foundation. We're very, very impressed. California Construction Management, Terry Zinger, please stand. I will tell you, Terry's the reason why these two schools are being built and the two high schools are being built. The construction firm, not construction, the management firm, project management firm, has done an amazing job of keeping us on track. From the County Schools Federal Credit Union, Sulin Rubakava, she's done a great job. I know she's not, I don't think she's here today, but she's been, they've been funding our program for our online learning through the county, supporting our teachers. From Hobson's, Naviance, Andrew Wamala. Is Andrew here? There he is. Andrew's product is Naviance, and it's really the foundation for career planning, and it's helping our freshmen and sophomores, and we're going to work it all the way through the senior to help students to choose the right academy and the 21st century model that we're moving towards. HMC architect Kate Diamond. Kate is not here, but when you walked in, you saw the rendering of the high school in Camarillo and also the Oxnard. HMC has designed the school in Camarillo, New Camarillo High School. Sodexo, Chad Williams, that's Chad here. I thought I saw him. Chad supports us in our food services. WLC architect, Bob Hensley. Bob, there he is. Bob is doing a great job for us, designing the new high school in terms of the learning environment and ensuring that it's not only green technology, but supporting our academy structure. Western Federal Credit Union, Ed Morera. Ed cannot be here today, but again, a great sponsor to our Link Learning Academy. We have Brad Kraft from Image Source and Tracy Weathers from Xerox. Please stand. Dave helped us develop our print management document solution. So basically, when we're ready to go to a totally paperless environment, no, they won't be out of business, but what we will do is certainly, the cost saving has been phenomenal so far, and as we put in our new software attached to our print management, we're looking to streamline our operation. SunPower, Bobby Rand, please stand. Bobby, there he is. Bobby Rand's company is responsible for having all of our comprehensive high schools completely solar, and we appreciate the $30,000 donation just this year alone for helping our summer program in terms of getting our green technology and our students participate. So thank you, Bobby. We have Haas Automation, Peter Zerhut. Peter, one of the great assets we have in the community. Haas Automation is working with us to place at Rio Mesa High School a STEM manufacturing academy, and that's going to be ready to go in the fall. But more importantly, it's going to be open to students throughout the county. So it's not just for Rio Mesa students, and we appreciate the work with the manufacturing roundtable that we're receiving. And before I forget, Denise Schradell from the Tower Club. Denise, I know you're here. And thank you very much for your hospitality. What a beautiful day, what a beautiful view. And I'll tell you, she's done a great job. Walking in the room, Mr. Tim Flynn, our mayor. There he is. He's just walked in the room, and he's also a teacher, so we want to make sure he's doing his job there as well. Thank you. I would like to, again, I know there's a lot of people here we want to recognize, but we want to also realize we can't introduce everyone. Nancy Lindholm, CEO of the Oxnard Chamber of Commerce. Thank you for your support. James Williams, new fire chief for City of Oxnard, thank you for being here. Jennifer Wells, CEO of the Camarillo Chamber of Commerce. Tracy Sasan Phillips, the new CEO of the Port of Hueneme Chamber of Commerce. And Senator Delgado, the field rep for Julia Brownlee's office. And I hope I didn't miss anybody. And then finally, I would like to just make sure that we recognize some very important people, and that's our principals. Principals, please stand from the Oxnard Union High School District. Please stand and be recognized. All the Academy CTE teachers in the district, please stand. And any other teacher, please stand. Let me tell you, these are the folks that make it happen, and we know that teachers is what really impacts students. Mr. Wes Davis, the union president for the OFTSE. I know he's here. There he is. Thank you, Wes, for your support. And last but not least, all the people that support the superintendent's office, the district, all the district administrators, please stand and be recognized. We appreciate all the hard work that you guys are doing. Okay, at this time, I'd like to invite State Superintendent Tom Torlerson up here to say a few words. He was with us this morning, and we're really excited to have you here. And thank you for coming all the way down here. I know that your time is really tight, but one of the things we advertise this event for, and this is really important, educators have a tendency to talk. What we want to do today is listen. Listen to the business and community leaders. Tom wants to listen to you, so he's going to have an opportunity to share what we're doing in education, but I think he wants to have some time, if you have some questions directly to him. The landscape for education is changing with the local control funding formula, with the way we really need to take ownership of our community in terms of education and business partnership. And I know that as I was listening to Tom ask some really, really important questions, not only at the table, but to our teachers, you are very committed to CTE. You're very committed to 21st century learning. And this event is not about the Oxnard Union High School District. This event is for all the schools, all the educators in the county. And that's why we're partnering with the Ventura County Office of Education. Again, we appreciate Stan being here and his crew, but we want to work together, and whatever we learn, we want to be able to share. We appreciate you being here. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon. Are we having a good day?
Yeah.
High energy in this room. Great leadership in this room. Gabe told me that it would be a day where I'd be really energized and be hard put to keep up with the enthusiasm and energy of the faculties, the teams, and the schools we visited, or with this group. So I did run several miles this morning. I drank 3.5 cups of coffee to try to get revved up to match your energy, but I don't think I can do it because you guys are awesome. And this is just a great day for me to see what's happening in terms of the result of real visionary leadership, connecting education, community, business in a very vibrant, real way. And so I want us to just recognize again, Gabe Samakian's leadership is stellar. It's cutting edge for the state. Great things are happening in Oxnard Union District. So let's thank the superintendent one more time. And I've had the privilege of working with Stan Mantooth, who's been, as not only Ventura's superintendent, Stan Mantooth has been a leader statewide. He's going to be the incoming president of AXA. And he believes in career technical education. He believes in these connections. CESA, you're the CESA leader coming in, and I want to just thank you for that leadership. And he'll be a statewide recognized figure. I've already seen him when I'm testifying in the Senate or I'm testifying in the Assembly. He's right there as a voice for the county offices of education and for Ventura County. So thank you, Stan. So what a difference a year makes, what a difference an election makes, what a difference it is that we have some breathing room so we can build innovative programs and rebuild programs that work. And I just want to thank all of you in your various capacities joining the voters of California. We passed Prop 30 and Prop 39. We had a financial crisis. It's been punishing. It's been just wreaking havoc in terms of morale and in terms of disruption of programs. But we now have breathing room. We have a chance to, again, rebuild. There is hope, there is a boost in morale, there are less pink slips, and the morale is going up in our schools. And so the kind of innovative programs that you're going to hear more about today from Gabe and from others who are involved in this creative partnership will lead the way, I think, for the whole state. I was so impressed, and I was asked to share just some of what I saw. I went to a number of the academies. I'm a strong believer in these partnership academies. We have 500 partnership academies in California. And when students see the relevancy of whether it's in engineering, whether it's in culinary arts, whether it's in performing arts, whether it's in health and biomedicine academies, they see the relevancy of their learning, and they know they need to know the math. If you're a nurse or a doctor and you give an injection that's 1 decimal point off and the strength of the medication, it can be fatal. So if you're a carpenter and you're cutting a beam and you miss it by a couple of inches and you waste a lot of lumber, this is not good. So the students get motivated and they're doing their homework and they're staying the course, and graduation rates go up, dropout rates go down, crime goes down, and we also see college going rates go up at the same time. So that's what's all about here in Oxnard and in Channel Island, in the other schools in this great district. I have a background. I was in the Merchant Marine, and I ended up also being a marine biology teacher. And I think, you know, we're trying to link learning. You had a great culinary program at the one school and a great marine biology program. David Haynes is here, in charge of the marine biology program. Just stand up, David, we recognize. Great. But it's the new learning, and the Common Core Standards do it, this district's doing it. It's more teamwork, critical thinking, problem solving, taking evidence and applying it to your hypothesis, to your theory. A lot of skills. So again, I see this happening across the district. I thought also it's getting out of silos, and math and science shouldn't be taught separately, and social studies and history. It should all be integrated. I was thinking with the culinary program and Dave's program, when I taught my marine biology classes, some of you might know what a sea cucumber is. You know what a sea urchin is? And students ask, well, isn't it a plant? It doesn't move. Where's its brain? It doesn't have eyes. But so we could, you know, combine lessons in that with the culinary program, because you can actually eat sea urchin, right? Don't eat the shell. And the sea cucumbers, you can put red pepper on the sea urchin, and then the sea cucumbers, you can make sea cucumber soup. So we can combine. You're thinking about that, Dave? Combining the culinary?
I'm entering my phone right now.
There you go. I mentioned to the transportation students an important lesson I learned out of high school. I really had a great high school education, you know, had entry to college ready to go, and I decided to take some time off because I wanted to do some other experiences. So I joined the Merchant Marine, sailed around the world, Vietnam and so forth. And what I learned, though, is that there were skills that I didn't get trained in, but that many, many young people need to be exposed to and have their skills tapped and have their aspirations tapped. And so I could see a machinist that when a pump broke down or condenser, an engine tear apart, I worked with them, tear it apart, put it back together. Machinists would take metal parts that were broken, craft new parts, electricians knew what to do. I came to appreciate there are many intelligences and many different ways to get students hooked into education. And so I mentioned to the auto tech students that they have a chance to not only get skills that will give them a great job, but also just feel self-confident and succeed in life. I want to say that we're moving forward on a statewide basis with the implementation of Common Core. I think Gabe's going to talk a little bit more about it, but again, it's connecting curriculum and it's linking out to the community. This Oxnard Union High School District is one of few in the state of 20 pilot projects. My department reviewed applications from all over California, and Oxnard Union's was right at the very, very top. It's not only in the top 20, it's in the top 5 in the state. So thanks again to the great leadership in this community. I know you have plans for a STEM academy. You have 2 other high schools that are being built that will be academies from wall to wall. And it's this relevance. It's connecting young people to their own talents, to their inner strengths, to their aspirations, to their dreams. Making that education relevant is what motivates young people to stay the course. We will be having the new standards coming out in science, so I know that your STEM program is something very special that you're working to develop. I'm also very big on technology, the potential of education technology, from the whiteboards and interactive boards to the computers. And we're having an initiative to get one-to-one computing capacity in all the schools in California. I call it No Child Left Offline. We're leaving the No Child Left Behind because they didn't send us the money to implement it, but from the feds. But this is a local homegrown California program, and guess what? This district is a leader in the state because you have Wi-Fi in all of your campuses because of the leadership in this district. Do you know that? So again, congratulations. I'll finally end with saying, and see if you have any questions, and I want to be cognizant of the program, because there's going to be interaction. You're going to get to sign up to be a partner in these partnerships and to really be part of the future. But I'm seeing the strength of education. We had a crisis in finances, but we also had a crisis in confidence. But when the public sees, when business get to visit and see firsthand what's going on in schools like here in the Oxnard Union High School District, their confidence builds back up, and they're willing to invest more in our schools. And so it's a rich opportunity. I'm meeting with the biomedical community. Had a symposium with Bayer, Eli Lilly, and Johnson & Johnson, a number of other companies. We went to Northrop Grumman. We met with the aerospace industry, the defense industry. These rich partnerships are a two-way benefit. The internships that are provided by the businesses give young people a sense of the jobs that are out there, and it also enriches the curriculum in the school. So I think these business roundtables we're going to continue around the state. I do want to say thank you to the teachers one more time. And teachers and administrators, just stand up and recognize, because day to day you do the work of bringing these hopes and dreams alive to the kids. All teachers and administrators, thank you. Thank you very much. And thank you to the Oxnard School Board, Oxnard Union High School District, because of that leadership. You're strong, and I do believe, I'll use an nautical term, that you are the wave of the future. Thank you very much. Dave says time for questions. If some of you have comments you'd like to share or questions, we would take it either way. And again, it's amazing the strength of this turnout and the interest that's shown here in Oxnard and in Ventura County. Really appreciate it. Yes, sir.
I read recently that the funding for CTA was on the block for Governor Brown. Where's that?
CTE funding on the block. I am concerned, but I am leading a fight to keep these programs protected. The 500 partnership academies that already exist need to continue to have that funding flow coming from the state, and the ROP programs that Stan in conjunction with superintendents like Gabe are implementing. There's also ag incentive grants that are needing to be protected. So I'm proposing that in the local control funding formula that we have a set-aside. We won't call it a categorical program, we'll call it a set-aside, because we already have a structure that's in place that's getting young people prepared for careers and fitting into our economy and filling the STEM pipeline or any other pipeline like the tool industry. We need to keep those going. So I'm proposing that we set aside those programs and the dollars to fund them and not put them into this flex where they'll get lost in the shuffle or diminished over time in the big pot. Thank you. Because we must protect the programs that are working right now today as we expand the opportunities. Any other questions or answers? You've been great. Good questions. Look forward to working with you and continuing to work with this great district and this great county. Thank you all.
Okay, the plan for the remaining hours, we're actually going to have a very interactive conversation. Again, as I mentioned, this is not really an opportunity for educators to talk to you as much as it is for educators to listen to business leaders and community leaders. So we're actually going to have a lot of conversations at each one of the tables. I know you've had some great conversations already, but we have a table captain, a facilitator that is going to help capture some of this information, and then at the same time be able to put it all together and send it back out to you. So you will all know what is being captured and some of the comments that are being stated. The other, and I'll talk about this later on, I hope you've all brought your cell phones with you. We're going to have an interactive conversation here, and after each poll, we will give you a little bit of time to have the conversation in terms of reflection. I know Stan's got a phone, he's using it, right? Stan Daly. It's not using it every day. So if he can use it, I know you can. Okay, I'd like to begin and just do a very brief overview of